Morning. You remember in the last video when I went to the mall, I happened to mention, this is not actually a walk, but I thought I may as well come and shoot it here. Maybe you can see the stream in the background there. And you might recall me when I used to go Gorge bus that I'm an epileptic. Guess what? I've got news. My first epileptic seizure, or epileptic fit, attack, call it what you like, in 9 years and 9 years and 10 months yesterday. At least this time I know what the probably what the cause of it was. I went and played tennis, and I was incredibly physical with this round of tennis, trying to get to every single ball, trying to see if I can get to every ball. And yeah, so we leave the tennis court, a friend of mine and myself, we leave the tennis court, and in the car I start getting frustrated because I'm trying to say something, and I realize but the wrong words are coming out, and my dog is growling. What is he growling about here? Check here. What are you growling? There's no people here. Huh? What are you growling about? No man, Milo. So yeah, that is a long time to not have I'd love to know what he's barking at here. But it's a long time not to have a seizure and then suddenly have one again. But it's not that much of a shock to me, because all these shitty feelings that you get prior to a possible one, I've still been getting over all the years. They come and go and they come and go and nothing materializes. Well, guess what? This one materialized. And it reached the point where other people can see it, whereas all the other ones come and go inside. It's not on top, it's inside, where can't actually, other people don't really get to see anything. And you don't mention that to every single one, but this one became an actual seizure, and I feel incredibly sorry for my sister. She's been putting up with this now for my whole life, 50 years that I've had this, my entire life. When I got meningitis, that was the cause of this. Well, we presume it was meningitis. I sure got sick as a puppy when I was a baby, less than a year old. But you know what? I'm not going to let this down. Let me rephrase. I'm not going to allow this to let me down. I'm going to stand on the edge of cliffs. I'm going to climb up steep rock formations, climb up trees if I like. I'm going to walk over flimsy bridges at wilderness. After this brain operation, at least this wasn't the kind of seizure I had shortly after my brain operation. There I would just collapse for quite a while. Quite a couple I got shortly after my brain operation. I would just collapse instantly. This one, I knew there's something possibly coming, but I wasn't expecting it to materialize, which it did. But no, I'm not going to let this let me down, even after 9 fucking years. 9 years of it now. At least 9 years where other people don't see anything, and 9 years where other people can believe that nothing's going to happen. So the good news is that I'm not as shocked as I thought I'd be. I've taken this up. It's just the day after. I've still got a bit of a headache, and I'm taking this up far better than I thought I would, because I've always wondered, what the hell am I going to do? How am I going to take it up if or when I get my next one? And what's the word? Chances are, I don't know, something in that line. Yeah, it's just one of the normal ones, only it extended. One of the small ones that nobody ever sees, but extended to a point where other people could see it this time. Shock to my sister, and also thanks to my tennis partner for helping, as well as a neighbor or a colleague of a neighbor, a family member of a neighbor from across the road for helping yesterday. I'm so... my flat is anything but clean or tidy, and they were helping me into my flat, onto my bed, or at least just assisting me there. So I don't know, I'd really like to talk about it to my sister and say, try and get some of the stress off her, and at least just say to her that the good news is that it's not going to make me an impossible person again like I did in the past. I'm not going to allow it to make me an impossible person. But you will carry on this channel. You will carry on. When there are edges of cliffs, I will stand there. I will go over bridges. If I knew how to become a civil rights or activist for people with disabilities, if I had an opportunity or knew how to start some movement for the rights of people with disabilities, I sure would do that. I believe I've always had such strong feelings about it. But yeah, anyway, thought I'd make this announcement because it's so ironic. Yesterday, Go Gorge bus, I happened to mention that I'm an epileptic. Lo and behold, well, it wasn't yesterday, a day before, I think. Day or two after, first one in almost 10 years. We start the counting all over again, but we will not let it down. We will not allow it to let us down. Cheers, guys.